going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event. And now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But, of course, you have to do your own research. But, guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, guys, as I'm doing this video, Bitcoin and crypto are pulling back slightly. Now we have Binance completes integration of Bitcoin Lightning Network. And we know Binance has been under attack, and one way they've been under attack is with US-backed stablecoins. But remember, guys, this is all part of the movie. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are slightly up, but not much. Also, we have the dollar up, but not much, and that's the reason why the stock market is steady. We have volume in crypto is slightly up. We have Tether, USDC. And then, guys, we have the Fed. Repo was at 1.7 trillion on Friday. Guys, make sure you're paying attention to the repo on a daily basis. And then also the Janet Yellen Fund. And we are days away from Fed Now. And, guys, we know once they start Fed Now, it's going to be small. And we know they're going to start off with bank-to-bank, intra-banking. And it's going to take about 2 years for all the banks to be on. But, guys, this month, they're flipping the switch. And then also, guys, don't forget, we have Jerome in the house next week. And we know the United States cannot afford another rate hike, but we're going to see what the Fed does. Remember, guys, we follow the Fed. We don't have to guess. Follow the Fed. You're never going to fail. Now we have the FSB finalizes recommendation for a global crypto framework. And guys, because we're in crypto, we're watching the whole banking system change right in front of our eyes. But just imagine the sheep who have no clue what's going on. By the time they wake up, they're going to be in a new system. Remember, guys, this is global. All these countries are working on the same plan, but this framework is on stable coins, cross-border payments, and separation of funds. And guys, this is a G20 report. All this is doing is laying down the foundation of this new economy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale on Friday, sent about $25.3 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have 1-inch token surges now pulling back slightly, but basically off of no news besides the coins being moved, and of course Binance is attached. Now we have A16Z, we know that's Andreessen, my guy. Back C Lab submits plan for Salo to transition into Ethereum Layer 2. Also, we have Consensus says it has ample cash amid whispers of investor talks. And guys, we know Consensus should say JP Morgan, and we know they have plenty of money. Now we have ZK Sync launches new proof system called Boojum to enhance performance and reduce hardware requirements. And we know ZK Sync Era is all about speeding up transactions. Now we have Gnosis lets crypto users make everyday purchases from wallets with Visa using stablecoins. And guys, Gnosis is a spiritual word. Gnosis and truth can be switched around. Now, guys, we have Bank of America is using the Metaverse to train the new employees. And guys, we know the corporations push the agendas. And we know the sheep are on the job, not even understanding what's going on, just following the motion. And that's the reason why, guys, I tell you, it's so important to understand the technology so therefore you don't fall for the devil's tricks. Because we know it's going to first start in these corporations, and then they're going to start moving it to the schools. And it's your job to educate or even re-educate the youth. Now we have Unstoppable Domains adds ETH domains through Ethereum name services. And lastly, guys, we have Ripple says U.S. banks will want to use XRP cryptocurrency after partial victory in the SEC case. And guys, we know banks across the globe want to use the technology. And the smaller banks in the United States are going to be no different. And we know MoneyGram was using Ripple, and of course Ripple was giving MoneyGram XRP. But then of course MoneyGram switched over to Stellar. But we know these banks and big corporations want to save money. And that's the reason why they're going to tap XRP and XLM, because they settle in real time on pennies on the dollar. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate. Not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.